Welcome to another episode of NBA 2K12 Dallas Mavericks franchise. So what's going on here? Those free agency. Now I'm here to check out the standings. Let's check out the standings. One is gonna be a streak now. We're now 17 game winning streak, and then Miami, who didn't have the winning streak with the team, the Miami Heat, they had a 9-game winning streak right there, so that happened fast. As you can see, the Dallas Mavericks are now 17 winning streak, but they only have one loss against the Toronto Raptors, which is they skipped the game and they losing by 110 to 109. So I'm gonna have the revenge here against the Raptors, this trash team right there. So this is going to great, and they're going up against Denver Nuggets. So there is an injury report, which is the player of the Denver Nuggets, both players superstar out, Kenyon Martin and Aaron Aflalo still not healing as the injury due to the broken jaw from Aaron Aflalo, and they will be out in the new year, and Kenyon Martin will be out for 4 weeks due to the broken toe. So that means Danilo Gallinari is up to you. We're now 20-1. So the Mavericks are the red hot. So I forgot to use ABA first before the start. So start the game again. So hopefully you enjoy this video. I will catch up. We'll see who's gonna match up between the Nuggets and the Mavericks. Now, hope you enjoy it. I will like it, and we'll see you in the next game. Hopefully let's get back and enjoy. And now I will leave in for this video. Now let's get back in the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. It's Monday Night Basketball. It'll be J.R. Smith and the Denver Nuggets facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. And now time for the call by Kevin Harlan. Let's get out to the opening tip-off in Big D.
Hello and welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Milwaukee at Bradley Center.
Now, the result may have been different if they had just gotten a few of those three-pointers to fall, but they just weren't going in for them that game.
Well, I think they fell in love with the three-pointer too much, quite honestly. They depended on that shot when things were open inside for them, and they failed to look in there.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backcourt. Chandler and Nene down low. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Carter, Odomat there with Marion. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Kidd in at the point. And so here is Denver. This is their second game playing the Mavericks this season.
Tough loss, but it was really anybody's game until the very end. Really nothing for them to hang their heads about.
You know what, Steve? Just one of those games where one or two plays go differently, and they're the team coming away with the win.
Now the Mavericks with it. 4-point game.
Well, the case for the Nuggets the last 8 years has been they've been a playoff presence. I mean, they've only gotten out of the first round once back in 2009 when they made the conference finals. Last season, no different as they get knocked out again in the first round by a tough Thunder team.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with George Karl for just a few moments. This is their second time facing the defending NBA champs. They took the loss the first time around. He said that by necessity, they'll have multiple guys checking Dirk Nowitzki. He'll change things up with different looks, he said, because defending Dirk requires that. It's clear where his focus lies tonight, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And here's Lawson. Dirk Nowitzki getting his 3 to go. He passes to Gallinari. Fires from deep. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. For the Nuggets, making the playoffs year after year, but, you know, Steve, not getting deep in the playoffs. That's got to be frustrating.
Well, they did make the Western Conference Finals back in 2009, but otherwise it's been a tough spell in the postseason for Denver. But this is a team that has a lot of talent. They've got some upside, some flexibility, some young talent. It's going to be an interesting team to watch the next several years.
And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, that is an alley-oop of the highest order on the front and back end.
Well, play they've been working on, I'm sure.
Got to be the case because that was impeccable timing.
Here's Lawson. Following the score by Vince Carter. Fires the three. Another three for Denver.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Well, the defense has to commit so much attention to him. He's just an important part of this offense.
Lawson against Kidd. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more. At the line. Lamar Odom picks one up. J.J. Barea is checked in for Jason Kidd. Good for the three-point play. Some good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know all of us, he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason. Boy, how good were the Mavericks last year against the Western Conference? They won 35 times against Western opponents.
Fires for three, and J.J. Barea the bucket on the assist by Carter. Barea's got himself on the board with three there. Now, here is Lawson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Bull from the top of the key. Gets it to go. Going back now to the Mavs, they didn't win the division, Clark, but they nabbed the 3 seed in the playoffs. And that played a nice part of it.
Yeah, you know, they edged out the Thunder by 2 wins, and the difference there was the record of those 2 teams against the Western Conference. So I know it's a long season, and sometimes it's hard to value every game. When you're a playoff team, a contending championship team, every game does mean something during that regular season.
Absolutely. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
I like the fact that the Mavs were a really strong team at home, and it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it seems like each year they find a way to win in front of a terrific home crowd.
Jeremy Evans checks in for Dallas. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Sean Marion. Chris Anderson is checked in for Denver. Gary Forbes comes in for Gallinari. From the arc, nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 11. Back to the Mavs, that home crowd. They also have another guy who's pretty important in that audience. That's their owner. You know, Steve, he's watching every game in Dallas.
Yeah, from right behind the bench, too. That's something that the team is grown accustomed to. And Mark Cuban has been a terrific owner for the Mavericks. He's turned that franchise around. And he's really a major part of their culture.
Good look. The shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got his second basket of the night. Mavericks trailed by 3. Nowitzki for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
Here is Forbes. Right now averaging 5 points a game. A nice shot by Anderson.
Good team play there. You move the ball until you find the right shot for the right person.
They're a well-oiled machine, Steve. I mean, working extremely well as a cohesive unit. Every pass delivered on time and on target. A lot of ball movement and player movement. It's a thing of beauty. And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Now Smith. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee. And the shot is good. Smith's got 13.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll get going after this from the American.
Tune in this Wednesday night Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go up against Kevin Martin and the Houston Rockets. NBA action starts.
And off we go, a close game, now starting the second quarter. Here is Kidd.
Well, Vince Carter always had a knack for hitting tough shots, and with his length and that athleticism, you knew he could create space and shoot over the top of defenders.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Haywood. Marion is out there, Peja Stojakovic. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Stevenson in at the 2. And Vince Carter certainly, Steve, could hit some tough shots. The downside, Clark, was, of course, here's the angle on our Sprite Slam Cam.
Boy, that dunk got everybody. Up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that one.
Gallinari with it. He's got 5, and a clever pass fake kept the D from closing in. Gallinari's got 8 points. 3 from Stevenson. There's the bucket. Good.
He come right back with the triple.
An eye for an eye. How about a 3 for a 3, Steve?
Miller outside. Plenty of space. And again, it's Denver. Here is Kidd. Right now averaging 7 points a game.
You know, and the question for the Nuggets now, without a singular star player, is can they continue to win that way? The conventional wisdom throughout the league is that you need 2 stars, maybe a third, to be a great team. But this Nuggets team has a lot of good players and tremendous depth.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Here is Miller, averaging 6 points per contest. He's picked up by Kidd. Kidd against Miller. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Brewer's got his first 2 points of the night. Good thought there, Clark. Going back to the Nuggets' depth. Can you do it, Steve, by committee, or do they need to make some moves to try to bring in a bigger name?
Well, I don't know if a bigger name means anything, but you need a guy who can score in crunch time against great defense, like Carmelo used to. You can do it by committee during the regular season. In the playoffs, though, it gets very difficult.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
When you think of Dallas, and you don't really think about a pounded inside team. I mean, and there's good reason for that. Despite their size, they were in the top 5 last year in the number of three-pointers taken.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Haywood. And it's Odom in for Peja Stojakovic. The Nuggets also changing it up. Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene. Gary Forbes comes in for Gallinari. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Corey Brewer. Here's Smith. 13 points in the game. Sean Marion covering. Pulls up from the corner. That's good. Clark, going back to Dallas, you're right on the money again. It helps when pretty much everyone on the floor can shoot the 3-ball at any given time.
Makes you hard to guard.
It does.
It sure does, because now you've got the defense spread out, and you've got them on the run, you've got them on a string. It's exactly how Dallas won those games last year. Stretch you out and shoot it.
Here's Miller. He kicks to Forbes. Chandler. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Forbes the pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Puts up the baby hook. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
They are just lighting them up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot. Guys, you look back at all the teams that have won the championship, and a lot of them have had X-factor guys, somebody who is an edge. And I think you could point to a number of guys for the Mavs, but how about Deshaun Stevenson? He came up with some big shot making for the Mavs in their championship run.
Nowitzki kicks to Stevenson, and it's blocked. The Nuggets trail by 3, stolen by Stevenson.
He didn't fool anybody with. Oh! Up and down! Oh, monster throwdown! Wow! Boom! A superb alley-oop there. Time play.
Well, they have that one standing by, just waiting to pull it out.
Well, there's definitely a sense of understanding between those two teammates, that's for sure.
Chandler outside. Beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got his third assist on the night.
Now, these wide open threes have been their undoing. You have to locate shooters who get a hand up.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders staying at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open threes.
Vince Carter is checked in for Deshaun Stevenson. And then for Denver, Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Alinari comes in for Gary Forbes. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. Odom dishes to Nowitzki. Over Smith. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Here's Gallinari. That is a made. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 5th assist in this one. Tipped. Here's the break. And Gallinari kicks to Chandler. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, another uncontested three there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but you start giving three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Carter with it. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Clippers. Great ball movement. Here's Marion. He just barely beat the buzzer.
Wasn't rattled at all. I mean, he's the kind of guy you want taking those shots.
Yep, I agree with that. Pressure mounting, the crowd counting it down, and bang, he drains it.
That'll do it for the first half. And we'll be back momentarily live from Dallas.
Thanks for joining us for HP at the Half with a terrific game going on at American Airlines Center. A good one in progress for the Mavericks. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They are scorching hot from beyond the arc. Quite a show being put on by Vince Carter. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And for the Nuggets, it's been all hustle. They started the season off on the right foot, looking good so far. J.R. Smith is having a huge impact. He's got 13 points and the defense has been rock solid. And we check out the players leading their teams in scoring. A lot of offense coming from these two. A lot in the NBA to catch up on. Let's check it out as we go around the league. Out at Time Warner Cable Arena, it was the Bobcats losing to the Suns. Just came up 1 point short. And another one of the games that went final, the Bucks winning against the Wizards in Washington. That's their 4th win in their last 6 games, a nice little respectable streak for any team. The bulk of the scoring came from Brandon Jennings. And a look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. It's over at Oracle Arena. It was the Warriors losing to the Spurs. It wasn't even close, a big disappointment from this club. The bulk of the scoring came from Stephen Curry. And now we send you back to the broadcast. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, all coming up with the second half.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Here's Odom.
You know, I was really impressed. Despite all of the turmoil that surrounded the Nuggets, they were very competitive in the West last season. They managed 30 wins in their 52 in-conference games, and that's about a 60% clip in a really tough conference.
So on the floor for Denver, Chandler and Nene down low. Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, an interesting mix of young talent and veterans. And Steve, I guess only time will tell if we think this team is going to get better as they move along.
Well, I think the key is chemistry. You know, they've got a lot of players who expect playing time. They came in, did a good job a year ago after the Carmelo trade. Can they maintain that togetherness and chemistry as they go forward?
Lawson against Kidd. Here's Gallinari. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Gallinari's got 14 points.
Now, we've seen this from him before. Once he gets going, look out.
Good luck. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Odom. 20 points for Vince Carter.
Another Coach of the Year winner here, and Rick Carlisle, he took the award back in 2002 when he was with the Pistons. He's proved since then that he knows exactly what to do in leading the team no matter where he is.
Dives for it. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The Mavericks, number 1. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Boy, it is so sweet to watch teams like these play the way they do. Moving themselves, excellent flow and rhythm to their offense, in large part because they love to find open teammates and get quality shots. Two of the best in the league at assists.
Here's Lawson. Again, the Nuggets score. Well, back, Clark, to what you were saying about Carlisle, he has shown flexibility in his style, too. You know, Steve, he's changed up a little bit from what he was earlier in his career.
Yeah, he's adapted to his talent base, basically. His Detroit teams were really defensive-minded, but he's been able to thrive playing a more up-tempo style in Dallas with the Mavs.
Denver calls timeout.
You know, Dallas survived the Blazers in round 1 and had to deal with a much bigger threat in L.A. in round 2.
So here's Gallinari. He's got 14. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Goes up, and Nene. With the stuff.
And we have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire from both teams that they really want to win this.
Back to the Mavs for just a moment. What a message they sent, Steve, by sweeping the Lakers in 4.
Well, that was the point where you knew they were a championship caliber team. I mean, they were, a lot of people expected them to actually lose to Portland in the first round. When they won that series, it was like, okay, but you sweep the Lakers, man, that's something.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And, of course, the Nuggets, 8 games out.
You know, looking at the Nuggets, they've done what they've needed to do up to this point in the season. I think they've got to be happy and comfortable with where they are.
And I'm sure they are. I mean, they don't have the target on their back that some of the top teams have, but this is a very solid club.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Stojakovic is checked in. Al Harrington's checked in for the Nuggets. Back to Gallinari. Straight up, Harrington goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harrington's got his first bucket of the night.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
And when Al Harrington is at his best, guys, he can score inside or out. When he gets that three-point shot going, now he's got the defense on a string, and he can get the ball to the hole as well.
And Nene gets it to go on the assist by Lawson. Nene's got 4 this quarter. Here's Carter. Again, the Mavericks score. Here's Lawson. He's got 9. And Al Harrington and Trina, really, you know, Steve, we talked about that. Kind of, Clark, a combo 4, maybe between like a 3 and 4, huh?
Yeah, we've given him a 3.5 then. How about that? Split the
good.
difference.
I like that, yeah.
But I think his best role is as this instant offense coming off the bench. I mean, he loves to shoot the ball. He's expanded his range and get his shot in the flow of the offense. And when he heats up, I mean, he heats up in a hurry. He can put up a lot of points in a short period of time.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Jeremy Evans comes in for Lamar Odom. And it's Stevenson in for Jason Kidd. And the Nuggets also making a change. Corey Brewer's checked in for J.R. Smith. Mavericks leading by 4. Nowitzki for three. Gets it to go. Nowitzki's got 23.
Another three, and we've just seen a barrage from long range here in the second half.
Well, they have come out blazing, and defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when a team spreads you out like they do. You know, looking at the Nuggets, guys, you know, as a road team last season, right in the middle of the pack at 17 and 24, but their tough play at home really is what set them apart.
So here's Gallinari. 14 points for him. Defended by Nowitzki. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Another three for Denver. You know, Clark, what's interesting is you look at the stats last season for the Nuggets. They scored 9 more points per game at home than they did on average on the road.
Interesting.
Well, Denver has always built its team around speed, trying to take advantage of that altitude in Denver. And so when they force turnovers and get out in the open floor and the other team's huffing and puffing, they're awfully tough to beat.
There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. There's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. And you look at Nowitzki, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
Well, I tell you what, both of these guys would be an excellent choice. Either one of these guys would be an excellent choice for a last-second game-winning shot. Both are confident shooters.
Stevenson is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Mozgov, he's checked in for Nene. Chandler comes in for Al Harrington. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Corey Brewer. So here's Gallinari. He's got 17. This is to Lawson. Back to Gallinari. For the lead, that is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 8th assist in the game.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
Mozgov. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 9 assists now tonight.
Boy, you can't just let a team run amok on you inside the paint like that. You got to show some fight and some force.
It's one of my favorite words, Clark, amok. They are running amok. It's time for them to start playing harder defensively.
Nuggets trail.
Slowing it down here, smart. Play for the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, dribble it down to 6-6.
Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throw down there. With that one, boy, they got the crowd buzzing there.
A pretty perfect play all around.
What a fantastic dunk to finish it off, too.
He's guarded by Stevenson. Mozgov kicks to Gallinari. And again, Denver with the triple.
Wow, he is just burying shot after shot from long range.
And he'll keep calling and begging for the ball, I'm sure.
It's a tie game in Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
All game long, he's been dialed in from deep, hitting 3 after 3.
And his sharpshooting display should open up the floor in the fourth quarter, as they'll have to try to clamp down on him from outside, and that could open up other lanes.
And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
The excitement builds as the NBA season heats up. Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Josh Smith and the Atlanta Hawks. This weekend, NBA action.
Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Thank you, Kevin. It's the Mavericks with the spark of the game, with that push we saw. With a strong second quarter showing by them, they took complete control of the game and have showed no let-up since. One more quarter to go, but they are in the driver's seat from here, guys.
Great stuff as always, Doris. Thank you. Clark, that was the game's critical point.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I really think it was. I mean, it really tipped things in their favor. No doubt about it.
Man, that's going to happen to you when you keep piling up those points and you get on a run like that.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. We've got Odom, Bobo out there with Stevenson. Then there's Marion, and it's Hewood in at the 5, running the paint.
You know, even though it's transition, he's got the green light to fire from there if he has a good look at it.
Stolen by Stevenson. And here they come. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target.
Now, here is Miller. He's guarded by Stevenson.
So a couple of poor possessions now in a row consecutively. Both times turnovers. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
No, Clark, you know, you start stringing errors back-to-back together, you lose all momentum in this game.
Stolen by Stevenson.
In a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. You got to focus in and value the ball. When in doubt, punch it down.
As easy at 2 points as you can get.
Safe to say that's a pretty high percentage shot, guys.
Denver calls timeout.
The coach doesn't look pleased at all. He's going to try to iron things out.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Carter comes in for Roddy Bogut. The Nuggets also changing it up. Alinari comes in for Gary Forbes. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for J.R. Smith. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. His message, I know we can win this. As long as we're productive in our final possessions and we give everything we have on the defensive end, I guarantee this will go our way.
Thanks, Doris.
The lift they've gotten from him today has been huge. I mean, he's been steady offensively and has helped them get out in front here so far.
Miller outside. Gallinari inside the three-point line. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Gallinari's got 25 points. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Carter and the big-time jam. Let's see it again with the Sprite Slam Jam.
This has been an offensive explosion guys. They are on fire.
How about a volcanic eruption, a flash fire? And defensively, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. They just hope that they cool off at some point. What a great game for Vince Carter in this one. 28 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them's going in.
Nowitzki for 3, hits the bucket. Nowitzki's got 34 points.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
There's Gallinari with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
And here's Stevenson for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Stevenson's got 10 points here in the second half. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
Jason Kidd is checked in for the Mavericks. The Nuggets also changing it up. J.R. Smith's checked in for Brewer. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. So here's Gallinari. The fadeaway. And good on the basket. Book it. Gallinari's got 30.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today. Excellent anticipation. As soon as that pass was in the air, he was on the move and picked it off.
Well, they really looked to run immediately after that turnover.
Well, that's how you cash in. You don't want to waste any time after the turnover. Go at it right away. Well, he needs to show more patience with the ball. That steal was easy pickings on such a long pass.
Smith. And again, Denver with the triple.
Look at that dime. On time and on target.
Mavericks leading by 3. Nowitzki for 3. Good. Nowitzki's got 37.
You know, he's a rare in the NBA, guys. A big man who can launch it from deep.
Boston from outside, and they keep possession. Nice shot by Smith.
He still has not missed a shot. Where would they be without him?
And here is over. From 17 feet out. That's good from Kidd. The assist by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 5th assist in this one. Lawson from outside. That is good. Lawson's got 11 in the second half. The 3 is launched. And again, it's Nowitzki with the 3. And the Mavericks lead by 6. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 1 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 1 up in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Nene over Marion. And Nene with the basket on the assist by Lawson. 11 points for Nene.
They just got a little careless there, a little too relaxed. They can't let down at all right now.
Here's Lawson. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Taken away by Nene. They push it up. Here's Chandler.
Big-time shot. Really clutch.
And Dallas has possession. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And what they were able to do inside defensively, guys, to me was a big factor. The shot blocking was incredible.
Yeah, I thought that was a superb effort from them in terms of shot blocking. I mean, they did a nice job defending it. It was fun to watch, and I'm not a guy who gets all that excited about defense most of the time. You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, he's got that nice, smooth, sinking emotion. Sweet. He's so clutch, Kevin. That's when he's at his very best.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lawson gets to Gallinari. Smith the pass to Nene. Nails it!
He's just so clever. Here's a guy you want on your side with the game on the line, Captain.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's not one of those, so they don't get into the penalty.
Well, not much of a choice there. They pretty much had the foul.
Yeah, that's the only option I had to try to get the ball back to even this thing up.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
I know you got to get fouled, but you don't want to hit a big foul shooter like that.
Yeah, you'd much rather have somebody else get to the line than this guy. He's next to the free throw line. Huge free throws there now. Just got this game out of the free.
Here's Lawson. Gets it to Nene. Rips it down. And the foul. Tomorrow down.
He just wanted to make sure he wasn't coming down on top of anybody.
First free throw isn't for him. Six to the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it's the third quarter for the Mavericks pulling down that W. Clark Edwards, everybody's being right to the very end.
Yeah, well, the coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Now it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, speaking of your Norris, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. Thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
Bro, I didn't get it to try extend quickly because he was not allowed to hit the injuries. I will check the list there. Let me check the list for the Nuggets Mavericks. So we're not gonna turn off that. Let's see the list of the Nuggets Mavericks. What they're doing. Is that a double? Oh my god. Ty Lawson has 17 points and 13 assists. He has double-double. Danilo Gallinari scores 30 points and 7 assists. And Dirk Nowitzki scores 42. And any other games, let's check out the other games there. Kemba Walker and Corey McGee scores 37-34 in overtime, and Steve Nash scores double-double, 26 and 10. Aaron Brooks scores 26. Bucks and the Wizards, John Wall scores 20, and Andrew Bogut scores double-double. Pistons beat Thunder. Wow, Tayshaun Prince again. Kevin Durant scores 33 and 33 points for Tayshaun Prince. Jazz beat the Hornets, and Derek Favors again gets another double-double. Devin Harris scores 23. Everett Gordon scores 13. Next up, Kings and Blazers. Blazers won. Waller scores 14 tied. And they got double-double. Hickson again. Constance nearing double-double. Thomas scores 20. Heat beat the Rockets. Ron and Wade scores 43 and 26. And for some reason, Kevin Martins didn't get double-double. And Goran Dragic also didn't get a double-double. Knicks survived by over the Wolves. Oops. Tarnamara scores 34. Didn't have any reminder. And Beasley scores 25. And the Spurs beat the Warriors. And Stephen Curry only has scores 29, and Manu Ginobili scores 20. I mean, wait, is that 30, 20, 33? So, alright. Let's check out the other D-League games there. So, we got Energy defeat Ohio. And Matt Ends defeat Legend. So, only have 2 D-League games there. Let's check out the D view here. There's no D-League games. So, we got 2 ESPN games. We got the special edition. Special Tuesday night edition. First matchup, Denver and Memphis, Clippers Cavs, Knicks Pacers, Sixers Nets, Raptors Lakers, and the Hawks Bulls. They have the 2 Tuesday double header. Just simulate there and check out Cincinnati view. Nuggets beat the Grizzlies, Cavaliers somehow upset over Clippers, Knicks beat the Pacers, Nets haul off by 1 over the Sixers, Lakers beat the Raptors, and Hawks shocks the Bulls. That was BS. Check out on December 14. And they have 1 D-League games right there. So Sixers and Legends, they only have 1 game in D-League. So Clippers, Wizards, Bulls, Rockets, Bobcats, Bucks, Nets, Timberwolves, Magic, Thunder, and ESPN. Raptors, Blazers, Suns, Hawks, Pacers, Heat, Pistons, Spurs, and Warriors, Jazz. Again, we got on our ESPN. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 10. So 10 NBA games together. And then 1 D-League games right there. 66ers and Legends. Time to simulate True Day and see the simulate there. Clippers beat the Wizards. Not bad. We got Rockets beat the Bulls. Again, another losing streak. Bucks beat the Bobcats. Nets beat the Timberwolves. Thunder beat the Magic. Blazers beat the Raptors. Suns beat the Hawks. No, Hawks beat the Suns, so that was a 10-point win. That was what happened. Hawks beat the Suns. We got Heat beat the Pacers. Spurs beat the Pistons, and Jazz beat the Golden State Warriors. So they 2 games is overheaded right there. Two games right there somehow. And then they got 2 D-League games and 3 NBA games together. So we got 2 TNT games right there. So we got Memphis, Cleveland, Sixers, Knicks, and the Lakers, Mavericks. This could be a most-watched matchup. Kobe Bryant versus Dirk Nowitzki. It's gonna be a great game. And then we got 2 D-League games right here. We got Jams, Toro, and Bighorns, Ohio. So, we're gonna great game up against the Lakers or the Surgeons, and let's see injury report for the Lakers. Did Kobe Bryant play again against the Mavs? So they seen right there as Luke Walton's out for reminder season due to the torn MCL, and Joe Smith is hurt for dislocated finger, hurt for 1 or 2 weeks. Let's see the standings for the Lakers. It's on the number 10, so that's a great game. yeah, great game here. And then how about the Heat? And the number 1 place, and their top 3 division leaders, Heat, Knicks, Pistons in the East, and the top 3 division leaders on the West. So we got Mavs, Blazers, and the Clippers. So the top 3 Heat, Knicks, and Pistons, Bulls, Magic, Nets, Celtics, Hawks, Raptors are the 8, Pacers 9, Bucks 10. So we're going to road to get the number 19. Could be the chance to get the 19 winning streak. I was going up against the Bucks. We're looking for the goal for number 20 winning streak. Looking to get number 21, and then we're gonna skip both games with Hornets and T-Wolves. So this is a great game here. It's time to check out the list and schedule. And let's check out Delonte West. Let's see if that happened. It's still playing yet? Nope. Still not playing, as Delonte was still the same 2 to 4 weeks, and it would be the next will be the new year. This high ankle sprain and back spams to Jason Terry. Now we'll see. You can see the day to day. Now let's see the standings on D League. Manhattans are number 1 and Wizards are number 2. So it's time to save the game. As you can see, that happened remind me earlier. So Jamar Murray hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer in Game 2, and the Nuggets come back in a complete in Game 2 in a 20-point deflect, and they win Game 2 by 2, 101 and 99. And now 3 of the 2 to 0. Cavaliers, Knicks, and I believe it was Nuggets. So Jalen Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo. Dante hits the game winner in Game 2, and he gets, because the Sixers, Joel Embiid got crying. So look at that happened still in that daily view here. As you can see, Sixers are Knicks in the playoffs right there. It's still the same. So that's it. Now we need the last save. Well, oh, gonna try and hit NBA season. Alright, guys. I have time to quit game, and that's it for now, guys. This is Andre Kenshin. We can continue more playoff same night with the Pacers, Bucks, Timberwolves, Suns, and the Mavericks, Clippers. So that's it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll see you tomorrow. Looking the Mavericks' chance to go up the number 19 winning streak. Let's see what will happen in the next game. We're looking at a chance to get the 20 game winning streak. So this is Andre Kenshin. Sign out and peace out. We'll see you tomorrow up against Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. So sign up for now and peace out. Bye!